So if you are wearing a G-string, you will not be raptured.
No one does crazy quite like us South Africans. No one does it quite like we do. We've perfected the recipe.
Can someone turn off the Wi-Fi in this country? Because what is going on?
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's take a look at these stories. As you have seen, South Africa is not short of any drama and talent. While it's South Africa's Heritage Month, where we look at all the things that make us South African in terms of diversity, languages, natural resources, that contribute to us as a people and a nation. We can't change some of the things that happen to us, and it is what it is. But what we do have in common is great sense of humor, and that is exactly what has been displayed this Heritage Day as people look back at this rapture story and spirituality in South Africa. Let's take a look at the sentiments and comments around this matter as we are celebrating Heritage Day. That we saw Paul Mashatile delivering the keynote address for the celebrations, and other topics that came up about how can South Africans restore what was stripped off of them due to colonization. Let's appreciate what we do have at this moment. Hey, South Africa needs a whole lot of healing. Take a look at these sentiments. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let's take a look.
So in the last week or two, as South Africa, we have gone viral for one of the craziest love stories and documentaries Netflix has ever seen. And then I come find out now also this rapture thing that has Americans selling their cars, coming on here giving pro tips on how to survive and get to wherever we're supposed to go. It's also because of a South African. Can someone turn off the Wi-Fi in this country? Because what is going on?
This pastor just ruined his whole reputation because of a vision that he got. So by now, a lot of you heard that the rapture was supposed to happen on September 23rd. And this was a huge deal, especially on TikTok, so much so that there was a whole rapture talk going on. Now, for any of you wondering, where did this whole rapture thing start? Like, where did it come from? This is Joshua Mahakala, and he's a South African pastor. And he was the one that made the claim that Jesus would return to earth on September 23rd. He made this claim because he said that he got a vision after intense prayer and fasting. Now, this was definitely a bold vision, but there's just one problem. We are very well into September 24th.
I'm here with all humility to apologize to everyone. I state here, like I stated before, that the date was not given to me. I only believe the man who claimed Jesus told him.
Nah, y'all see, that's the problem. Yes! I'ma keep on coming for y'all. Cause we gotta take you accountable. We need to, because that's the problem. We don't take people accountable.
Now, everyone on TikTok is going nuts because apparently this coming Wednesday is the rapture. The real one this time, guys, not the other ones, not the millions of other ones that we've heard about before. This is the one. And apparently the reason the whole world is now hearing about this and many people are believing this is because there's a trainee accountant at a huge company in South Africa, not a lot of people know this yet, that sent a company-wide email telling everyone in that company that this coming Wednesday is the rapture and it's being caused by the white genocide in South Africa, and attached a 200-page manifesto. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. That's just so much to take in emotionally. Someone said, oh my God, the rapture's happening this Wednesday. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then someone said, it's coming from inside the house. Imagine working at a company and you're just minding your own business, paying your bills, talking to HR, whatever the fuck you do at a corporate job. And you just receive this email telling you you're gonna die. Because of the white genocide.
If you are wearing a G-string, you're not going to be raptured. If you are wearing a lace panty, you are not going to be raptured. You must wear a normal full panty. Everything about you must be normal and pure and humble.
They still full panty in rat.
Yes. It's corner. It's corner. They're there. There's a full panty. A full one. You're not gonna be raptured.
When you find out it was actually your country that started the rapture threat.
Let me show you how colonized you are. Let's talk about India for a second. India was colonized by the British for almost 200 years. They have 22 official languages, and despite the oppression and the relentless attempts to strip Indians of their culture, they're still very proud of who they are. Why? Because they love themselves. And they love who they are. And they were never confused about the agenda of the colonizer. And it's pretty impressive that they've managed to preserve their culture and their languages. 22 official languages, just to emphasize. You'll never catch Indian people being ashamed of who they are, their languages, their culture, or conforming to Western ideologies. I think preservation of your language and preservation of your culture are literally the last things you have to hold on to as a Black South African, because they've taken everything else away. So much so that we're almost stripped of our identity. So then my question, I guess, is, if they could do it, why can't we?
Benazi ukuthi kahle kahle i-24th September was originally called Ishaka Zulu Day. After 1994, ithi mabesebabheka ilist yama-public holidays, but yini ngathi le izosipha inkinga phambili. Probably because of how diverse our nation is. Then they opted ukuthi mayibizwe i-Heritage Day. So, in observance of a Heritage Day.
Well, there you have it, sentiments coming in there. Hilarious. Some, of course, they are making light of the situation. We do understand that in terms of religious beliefs, spirituality, can I say a lot of people take it very seriously, and indeed an instruction for somebody who is seen as a spiritual leader or a chosen person can lead people to do so much. Hence, as we have seen in the video, that discussion about how India was colonized, even China, guys, was colonized at some point, but they were able to restore their cultural beliefs, their identity. Those are the things that we should note, that the things that are different about them and us, first of all, is that the colonizer here in South Africa, or the descendants of the colonizers, they stayed in South Africa and integrated with the people. Further on, enforcing their ways on the people, linking them to supremacy. But we'll talk about that in another video. And then the other point is that those countries, if you check their religious beliefs, they are not Christians. Hence, they are able to quickly go about in their own ways, whereas in South Africa, a majority of the population is then converted to Christianity, which is a big part of how people behave. It's a big part, rather, of how our communities develop. So we have to take note of that as well. Even I myself, I am a Christian, and I know for a fact that I behave differently to a person who has a different belief in some aspects, right? It does influence people, but to the extent of this rapture propaganda, I'll call it that because it didn't happen. Can you see how influential Christianity is? This is why in South Africa they have called for it to be regulated, and indeed it is a need and a call that should be done. But I see, Kolapa, I'm already rambling on this topic. It really upsets me when people want to grandstand, but to just be ignorant is the big problem. Let me know what your sentiments are down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.